Good afternoon. It's the same day, June 14th.
Spoilers.
Sorry. My brother just called, and, they put my dad on hospice today. I don't have a lot of information. I don't know how long he's expected to last. My brother's up there and the call dropped. And I'm sure he's got a million things to do, so any sort of fine details, I'm sure I can find out in time. But it sounds like the Alzheimer's just won. There were a lot of physical problems, and like with my grandma, once the physical problems became pervasive, the Alzheimer's did a steep slide through moderate into severe. And I'm gathering that's probably what happened to my dad, since he's lost the use of his hands because of his either carpal tunnel or some other neuropathy, some other situation, and he's not able to walk. So it sounds like it'll be at home. And it sounds like my mother will finally get some rest, because he has been keeping her up. And my brother's been going down there just so she can get some sleep at nights. My dad is not a nice person. He's not. He's never been a nice person. He's not a bad person. He's not an evil person. He won't go out of his way to hurt you. But he's very selfish. He was never asked to grow up and be a mature adult. He's always been. My Aunt Mary said it, he's always been me first, and that continues to this day. I've spent my entire life watching that man and doing the opposite of what he did. Reacting the opposite of the way he reacts. I have his temper, and I have worked my whole life to get rid of it. I have a long fuse now. I have his intelligence. I have his obvious autism. Although he himself would not. He was one of those people that doesn't believe that if you're not sneezing or if you can't see it, then there's no problems. He does not believe in mental things, of course. I'm sure that's no surprise to anybody. But I never wanted to be the person he is. Like just a spoiled child having a tantrum all the time. And he spent the last few months really, really taxing my mom, who is not young and not well herself. And it was always going to be this way. He was always going to go out kicking and screaming. I don't know how I feel. This man has been the boogeyman of my entire life. I've formed myself to be his opposite, to be the best version of him there is. But he's still my dad, and it's the only one I have, and the only one I'll ever have. I still look like him. When I do this, look just like him. Just like him. And he's gonna be gone soon. I will never see my dad again. And I will probably see my mom again. I mean, almost certainly, right? He caused me so much pain as a child. The things he said to me and the way he treated me. I used to wish he would die. And I knew as a child how terrible that was. But I couldn't help it. He was so cruel, so selfish to me and my mother. I was a child. Whatever beef he had with me, I was a child. It wasn't my fault. But still, he's going to be gone soon. And what do you do with that? We all lose our parents. All of us. So it's not like this is unique. Everybody knows what this feels like. But they don't know what this feels like. I should be more sad than I am. And I hate myself for that. More sad for my mom. But I think it'll be good for her to be without him. I think he has dragged her down for her entire life. And she was a grown woman and she made her own decisions. But she stayed. She never defended me. She left me alone. I just don't know how to feel. I guess I'm probably in some form of shock, although really, this isn't at all unexpected. I expected him to tell me that my dad was gone. My only wish for him is that it hadn't been this hard, and that it's easy when he goes. I don't want him to suffer. Because what good would it do to have more suffering in the world? I'm so very rarely at a loss for words. So rather than just stare at my phone for another minute, I'll say thank you for watching and I'll talk to you soon.